Monsties, the real monsters, have awakened, and this time they are not just appearing, they are dominating. Who would have thought? Amidst a fierce competition of the fifth generation filled with stunning visuals and unique concepts, one name has managed to split the sea of competition with insane vocal power and charisma. Yes, we are talking about BABYMONSTER. The K-pop world is shaking today. Social media is exploding. The numbers on the circle chart have just been updated, and the results? Absolutely beyond logic. An achievement that makes many people wonder, how is it possible for a rookie group to do this? Imagine 2.6 million copies sold, not in 10 years, but with only their very young discography. This is not just a number. It is a declaration of war. This is proof that the YG Entertainment throne is being prepared for its new owner. Is this the beginning of BABYMONSTER's total dominance on the global stage? Or is this just the tip of the iceberg of what they will give next? Stay here, because today we will dissect the emotional journey, the tears, and the hard work behind this legendary 2.6 million figure. Let's go back for a moment. Do you remember when Ahyeon, Rami, Asa, Ruka, Pharita, Chiquita, and Rora were first introduced? At that time, public expectations were at the highest point they had ever been. Becoming the younger sister of Blackpink was not a light burden. The public was skeptical, haters were getting ready with their keyboards, but the fans, MONSTIE, remained standing firm. The context is simple yet powerful. K-pop was looking for a new face that could combine classic YG swag with perfect technical vocal ability, and when Batter Up and Sheesh exploded, we all knew that this industry would never be the same again. Today, that big news arrived. Circle Chart officially confirmed that the total sales of all BABYMONSTER albums have surpassed 2.6 million copies. This includes their debut mini-album up to their first full album, Drip. This is a historical milestone that places them in the elite ranks of million sellers in a very short time. Why is this important? Because in the digital streaming era, physical sales are proof of hardline fan loyalty, and 2.6 million people have decided to physically own their work. This is not just a passing trend. This is the foundation of an empire. This journey did not start with a red carpet. We all remember how emotional the last evaluation days were. We were forced to see these extraordinary talents fight for their dreams. At that time, many netizens felt anxious. Would they really debut as 7? Speculations emerged, conspiracy theories ran wild on Twitter, X, and every teaser released became a worldwide trending topic. When the debut album was released, the world seemed to stop for a moment. First week sales immediately broke the record for a rookie female group. Netizens on online forums like Pan and The Coup started getting loud. Rami's vocals are not human, or Asa and Ruka's rap line is the best of their generation. Comments like those became an everyday sight. We cannot talk about these 2.6 million copies without mentioning the moment of Ahyeon's return. Remember how sad MONSTIE was when she was briefly absent due to health issues? Social media was filled with the hashtag #WeWaitALittleLonger for Ahyeon. However, when she returned in the album BABYMON 7, fan enthusiasm exploded many times over. Ahyeon's presence provided a major boost to sales numbers. She has what netizens call main vocal vibes, as well as an iconic visual queen aura. The chemistry of these 7 members became complete, and that is when sales figures began to skyrocket exponentially. Fans did not just buy one version, they bought the entire set to ensure full support for their favorite group. Then came the Drip era, the first full album that truly changed the game. Here, BABYMONSTER showed a more mature, experimental side, while still maintaining a strong YG identity. The sales of this album on Circle Chart truly became the main catalyst to reach the 2.6 million mark. Many of your alt biases showed extraordinary abilities here. Rora with her sweet but strong voice, Pharita with an elegant aura like a princess, and the maknae Chiquita, whose stage aura is often called the next Lisa. Each member has a very loyal individual fan base in various parts of the world, from Southeast Asia and Japan to the United States. Of course, this figure this large triggered various reactions. On Twitter, the hashtag BABYMONSTER2M trended for hours. Many fans shared photos of their album collections piled up, a common sight for true K-pop collectors. However, the most interesting part was the reaction of non-fans. One netizen commented in an online community, "At first I was doubtful, but after seeing their live performance on a music show, I immediately ordered the album. Their vocals are the reason why these physical sales make sense. This is proof that music quality and live performance are the best marketing for BABYMONSTER." There was also a funny moment when a fan shared an unboxing video of the Drip album and accidentally got photo cards of all members in one box due to a production error. The video went viral and was watched millions of times, making many other fans jealous and even more excited to do a blind buy of the album. Why can BABYMONSTER reach 2.6 million this quickly? First, the talent factor. In the midst of the lip-sync trend, BABYMONSTER came with raw and powerful vocals that give people chills. Netizens highly appreciate idols who can actually sing. Second, the strategy factor. YG Entertainment knows how to build hype. With high-quality YouTube content and documentaries of their journey, fans feel an emotional connection with the members. We feel like we are growing up with them. Third, the global market. They aren't only strong in Korea. International sales provide a massive contribution. Fans from Southeast Asia to Europe feel represented by the diversity of members within the group. 2.6 million copies on Circle Chart is just the beginning. With an upcoming world tour and major collaborations starting to be smelled, the sky seems to have no limit for BABYMONSTER. They have proven that they are not just a product of a large agency, but 7 talented individuals ready to master the global music industry. They have gone through hard times, harsh criticism, and a long wait, and today they stand tall on a mountain of achievement that many people can only dream of. Now I want to hear your opinion. In your opinion, what is the next step BABYMONSTER will take? Do you think they will be able to break the 5 million copies in the next album? And which member do you think contributed the most in grabbing your attention in this drip era? Write your opinion in the comment section below. Let's discuss this with a cool head. Don't forget to click the like button if you are proud of BABYMONSTER's achievement. Share this video with your MONSTIE friends, and definitely subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest news, theories, and deep analysis about the K-pop world only here.
This massive success is not merely a statistical anomaly, but the byproduct of a meticulous architectural shift in how YG Entertainment positions its artists in a post-streaming dominance era. To understand the gravity of 2.6 million copies, one must look beyond the physical discs and into the sheer cultural velocity BABYMONSTER has generated across global territories. The transition from the rookie label to global powerhouse occurred almost overnight, driven by a phenomenon netizen analysts call the talent-first resonance. Unlike many contemporary groups that prioritize performance aesthetics over vocal stability, BABYMONSTER's strategy of releasing high-quality live radio sessions and its live performances served as a critical turning point. These clips, which garnered tens of millions of views, acted as a secondary marketing engine. When fans see a group hitting complex high notes while maintaining rigorous choreography, the perceived value of their physical album increases. It becomes a trophy of authentic artistry, rather than just a collection of photos. Furthermore, the geographical breakdown of these sales figures reveals a fascinating diversification of the K-pop market. While traditional strongholds like South Korea and Japan remain bedrock contributors, there has been a significant surge in bulk orders from Southeast Asian markets, specifically Thailand and Indonesia, and a surprising uptick in European distribution. Chiquita and Pharita's influence in their home country of Thailand has created a localized hero effect, where their success is celebrated as a national milestone, leading to massive fan-led purchasing projects that rival those of established senior groups. In North America, the reception of the Drip album signaled a shift in tone. Music critics noted that the album's production value bridged the gap between classic hip-hop influences and modern pop sensibilities, making it palatable for a Western audience that often finds K-pop too saccharine. This crossover appeal is a primary driver behind the consistent growth in circle chart numbers, as international fans now prefer the logistical reliability of official exports over secondary gray market imports. The internal dynamics of the group also play a psychological role in these sales. The narrative of the seven-member bond, strengthened by the initial uncertainty of their debut lineup, has created an intensely protective and proactive fandom. Monsties are not just consumers, they are a mobilized digital army. On platforms like Discord and X, fan bases organize streaming parties and fundraising goals with corporate-level precision. This level of organization ensures that whenever a new version of an album or a limited edition vinyl is announced, the inventory is depleted within minutes, creating a scarcity ripple that further drives demand. Looking toward the fiscal future, the 2.6 million mark sets a high baseline for their upcoming world tour. In the music industry, high physical sales are the most reliable predictor of ticket demand. Promoters in major cities like Los Angeles, London, and Tokyo are already bracing for a ticketing frenzy, as the ratio of album owners to available stadium seats suggests a massive supply-demand imbalance. This commercial momentum also opens doors for high fashion endorsements and global brand ambassadorships, which are expected to be announced in the coming quarters, further cementing their status as it girls of the new generation. The technical production of their physical media deserves credit. YG Entertainment has moved away from standard packaging, opting for concept-heavy art books and interactive elements within the albums that make them highly Instagrammable. In a digital age, the physical album must function as a piece of art or a collectible toy. By including diverse photocard sets and high-end editorial photography, the label has successfully gamified the collecting experience, encouraging set completionist behavior among the fans. However, the core of this success remains the music. The sonic direction of BABYMONSTER, blending heavy trap beats with soul-infused vocals, fills a specific void in the current market. As other groups move towards easy listening or lo-fi concepts, BABYMONSTER stays true to the maximalist high-energy sound that defined the golden age of K-pop, but with a refined Gen Z edge. This consistency builds trust with the audience. They know that a BABYMONSTER album will always deliver a high-octane experience, justifying the financial investment in a physical copy. As we look at the trajectory of their predecessors, it took years for many groups to reach the multi-million seller status. For BABYMONSTER to achieve this within their first year of active full-group promotions is a testament to the fact that the Monster moniker was not hyperbole, it was a prophecy. The industry is now watching closely to see how the group handles this rapid ascent. If they continue to prioritize vocal integrity and distinct conceptual storytelling, the 5 million mark is not a question of if, but when. The era of the Monster is just beginning, and the 2.6 million milestone is merely the foundation of what promises to be a legendary discography. As they prepare to take these songs from the studio to the world stage, the energy within the fandom has never been higher. These 7 girls have proven that with the right combination of raw talent, strategic branding, and a loyal community, the traditional limits of the K-pop industry can be shattered. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and be the first to know about upcoming tour dates, exclusive merchandise drops, and deep dive analyses of BABYMONSTER's global impact, make sure to follow our updates closely. The journey from 2.6 million to the top of the world is happening in real time. Don't miss a single beat. Would you like to see a detailed comparison of their sales growth against other top 5th-generation groups? Let us know in the comments below.